everyone, and thank you for joining our live session today with Placement International. We're just going to wait a few more moments to get started before some more people join, and then we'll be able to get started. In the meantime, let us know where you're watching from by commenting your country's flag down below. So we'll just wait a few seconds then. Happy Halloween everyone, by the way. Okay, so my name is Jenna Fletcher and I am the assistant to the Talent Search and Business Development Manager here at Placement International. So some of you may remember me from last week when we did a live session about the Fabio Trabocchi Restaurant Group. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about the company, and we're actually going to be joined by a very special guest who is Nicole, who is an HR manager at Fabio Trabocchi Restaurants. So I'm just going to go ahead and add Nicole into the call now. Just wait for Nicole to join.
Hi,
Nicole.
How are you?
All good, thank you. How are you today?
Good. Just trying to fix myself on camera here.
Oh, good. Well, it's fantastic to meet you. My name's Jenna, and it's great to have you here today and answer some questions about the fantastic Fabio Trabocchi Restaurants Group.
Happy to answer any questions you have.
Of course. So last week I talked a little bit about, the offers that you have and the benefits of working with the company, as well as answering some of our followers' questions. So then today we'll go ahead and I'll ask you a little bit about your opinion on the property, and you can tell all of our wonderful candidates more about it, if that's all good.
Yes, of course. So we have right now currently 6 restaurants in the DC area. One just located the DC metro area, one located just over the state line in Virginia. Then we also have another property in Miami and also in Venice, Italy, with more restaurants to come, which is very exciting over the next year. So we're excited. We're going to be in go mode and action mode, and we're certainly would love to welcome more J1s to our program to help staff up these locations over that time.
Perfect. So in your opinion, what is it like to work with Fabio Trabocchi Restaurants?
I love my job. Just to give you a personal statement on how much I love my job. I live about an hour and a half commuting distance away, and certainly I have the flexibility. Today is one of my remote teleworking days, which is lovely, but I look forward to coming to work every day. And a lot of that has to do with working directly with Fabio Trabocchi. He is such a wonderful gentleman. He's very, very, very passionate about this program, and he welcomes everybody with open arms. He currently, what I've been working on and setting up through the program, once they arrive, then we set up like a coffee roundtable meeting with our new J1s so that they can all tell. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's very family oriented, even for such a large, successful company. That's what I love about it.
Perfect. That sounds so great. And I'm sure all of our candidates would be very lucky to be part of that really nice family feel restaurant.
Yeah.
So then what positions are you currently offering to the J1 candidates in particular?
Yeah, so we have several positions available, front of house and back of house. So some captain positions, manager in training, and then line cook, basically, so where they can start being brought up in their culinary experience. I know, Vinny, you're on. Do you want to chime in? That might be.
What was it, sorry?
I thought Vinny was on. It's no worries. I think he's just listening in. So those are our major positions that we have, and typically we have them start their program and finish in our fine dining restaurants. So some will get the experience of working at our Michelin-star restaurant, Fiola, and then also our 2 other very fine dining locations, one being Del Mar, which is our only Spanish-inspired cuisine, and then also Fiola Mare, which is our Mediterranean Italian fine dining establishment.
Amazing. They all sound really great, and yeah, They all sound fantastic. So then, have you got any experience working with our J1 candidates? How many have you previously worked with?
Yes, absolutely. So currently we have in-house 14 J1 candidates. I will tell you, I am fairly new with the company. I've been with the company for about 6 months, and I work directly with our international talent manager, Venetius. He's my partner in crime and very amazing. So he's been educating me through the process. So he will start the process, and then as soon as they receive their visa and ready to come, he still works with them. But that's when I get engaged with our J1s. From my standpoint, I'm a mom of 4 children, so I kind of take the standpoint of I couldn't imagine coming to a new country entirely and not having any sense of a contact and a liaison for them. So I've
Yeah,
engaged myself directly with all of our J1s now. I assist them. I arrange transportation for them. I'm helping them with housing, bank accounts, social security numbers, and just getting them very ready to be successful through the program. And then I check in with them all the time. Yes,
of
they're
course.
wonderful.
That's so
Yeah, we're
nice,
good.
especially when you're moving to a
Yeah.
completely new country. I can imagine it's nice to have that sort of mom figure helping you out and, helping with all the
And,
difficult administrative
yeah,
things.
I couldn't imagine it personally, quite honestly, to like just enter a new country and just kind of start over, right? For a
Yeah,
year. We want them to feel confident and comfortable when they start their new role with us in the company.
of course. That's really great to hear. And I'm sure all of our candidates find that really comforting that if they were, to come and work for you guys, they'd have someone to speak to.
And they're also connect quite frequently as a camaraderie and as a group. So I do like to introduce them all so they have some comfort level again there and some familiarity with other folks that are experiencing the same experience. And then of course they make friends, here locally.
Super good. Well, it's great to hear there's a lovely sense of community going on with the Fabio Trabocchi restaurants that we work with. And then, if you were speaking to our candidates, what should they expect if they were to come and work for you guys?
They should expect a very welcoming environment. Education is first. We understand that some do come with a stronger background and some need some more coaching and mentoring, so that they can expect that is going to be our focus. They come with a full training plan, and that is upfront and delivered to them, and we can work with it on the go as they progress and succeed through their time with us. And they can also, like I said, expect the direct support right from the beginning. Consistency. They can also expect it, which is important from what I'm hearing with a lot of our J1s, that they can absolutely expect the financial part of it, that we will guarantee them
Yeah.
for.
That's great. Well, that's great to hear that, they can expect to come into such a nice environment that's willing to nurture them throughout their year abroad. So then
Mhm.
I'd like to ask you, why do you think our candidates should choose to come, about the area? Why do you think they should choose your property in particular?
That's a great question. I'm very proud of our restaurants and the quality of what we offer to not only our guests, but the quality of what we offer to our employees as well. You're also working for a numerous James Beard award-winning chef. Very,
Yeah.
from a resume standpoint, it looks very good for them to work for our
Oh,
restaurant
yes,
group.
100%.
But there's not a lot of companies, I should say, restaurant that have such a accoladed chef that works so closely and is so personal with all of our employees. He
Yeah.
cares. He is very caring, very giving. And again, as a J1, he's also, he entered this country as a J1. So
Yeah.
he can really relate to them,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
have conversations with them and help them with, maybe talking about what their aspirations are and where their next steps are, and really guide them along the way
Yeah,
with him
that's
being.
really great to hear. Yeah, especially, once again, coming to a new country can be very daunting. So it's nice to hear that Fabio himself, likes to be hands-on and get involved with
He's
the
very,
Gen 1 program.
yes, he's very hands-on. And he's in the restaurants almost each and every day, or if not in it. He's very humble as well, even as a chef. I mean, he shares an office space literally with the rest of the corporate office. It's very community style as well, just to kind of give you a concept of how we operate. And yeah, I really do truly believe that it's a wonderful place to work, and they will be fully supported by us.
That's super great, and I'm sure that's really comforting for our candidates who are considering being part of the Fabio Trabocchi Group as well.
Yeah,
Here. So then, is there anything that you particularly like about working with our company, Placement International?
well, I like the quality of candidates that are coming through. I would say that Vinny and I talk about what candidates are coming through with you and how much he enjoys working with Placement International. However, this is our first introduction, so it's great.
It is,
I'm
yes.
excited to meet you. And then also, I like, doing live feeds and getting candidates engaged and answering these questions for them is very exciting. So, but
Yeah.
Vinny can come. I know he's been working with you for a while.
Yes, no, we've had a good few chats with finishes, but it's really great to meet you and have you as part of the opportunity here. So I'm sure we'll be working very closely together in the coming months.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. A lot of opportunity coming up. We have a lot of great opportunity for candidates coming in, and like I said, we I don't know if that's a possibility, but we do have other locations that we're opening. So Vinny will be able to speak to you about that. But
yes, it's all very exciting. Everything
I
is
know.
yeah, very exciting times. And then, so what is one piece of advice that you have for our candidates who are maybe thinking about applying to work with Fabio Trabocchi Group? What is one piece of advice you have for them?
Well, I think most importantly, we can't stress enough as far as their English skills. It's super important that they can get through that embassy interview, and then it's also helpful. Thank you, Vinny. It's also helpful for us, of course, coming on board, because when they're coming in, I will quite honestly tell you, probably over 50% of our employees are Spanish speaking. So we're having other individuals coming from all over the world. So if there's a huge language barrier, that's going to kind of step in their way as far as our training. And we'll always do the best, right? We'll always do the best to try to support them. But I would say brush up on your English as much as possible.
Of course, yeah. Especially going to the US, speaking English, even whether it's socially or working, I'm sure it is really a big thing. That good thing all of our candidates are, high English skills.
I know. The training, we make sure that they're properly trained, and if we have that barrier, there's going to be, maybe some issues along the way for them, right?
Yeah, no, that's completely understandable, especially when you're going to a new environment and you're trying to learn quickly in a fast-paced environment. It's understandable that you would definitely need to be able to pick up on everything and even pick up on the little things, but that's completely understandable coming from your side. So that's actually all the questions I have for you today. However, some of our lovely candidates will be dropping questions in the comments section, so I'll take a little look here now and we'll see. Maybe there'll be some for me, some for you, but we'll take a look now.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone's saying this seems like such a great opportunity, so that's great to hear.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm just having to scroll up a little bit to find some questions. So yes, some of the candidates have been saying, will the interns get the opportunity to meet Chef Trabocchi himself? And they said he seems like a fantastic person to learn from as well.
Yeah. So for example, I have 3 J1s that have arrived between this last week and the weekend. I have a luncheon set up with Chef on Wednesday with all 3 of them.
Oh, that's so much fun. I'm sure
Yeah.
that'll be great for them all to meet each other and, bond
Yeah.
and start to get a bit of more of a feel for the company.
That's been my process as much as possible over the last few months with our J1s coming in.
Great. I'm so glad. Well, let's see
Yeah.
what other questions
What
we've
else?
got. Let's see. So some of our candidates have asked about the location. So you were
Mhm.
saying obviously the restaurants that we currently work with Placement
Yeah.
International, are in the Washington area. We've had a candidate ask about, are they downtown?
They are what is called, so Fiola Mare is located in what is as Georgetown. There's Georgetown area. It's called. And then Del Mar, which is the other restaurant that we specifically place candidates at, is on the Wharf. That's more southern DC.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And Georgetown is more northern DC. And then we also place candidates right now at our Michelin-star restaurant. That's called Theo. And
Yes.
that one is located right near the nation's capital on Pennsylvania, off of Pennsylvania Avenue.
That's great
So
that
those
there's
are
wide
three.
variety of
Yeah.
locations.
Yeah, those are where we're concentrating on putting them. Again, there are bigger restaurants, there are fine dining restaurants. It's giving them, a higher level of education as we bring them in.
Yes, of course. So then we've had some candidates asking about nationality restrictions on our side with Placement International. We help
Mm-hmm.
everyone. Will, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what your nationality is, obviously we've got the requirements that you have a level of English
Mm-hmm.
proficiency. However, in terms of nationality and helping you get recruited, we do not have any restrictions. And then let's see. Who else has asked some questions? Let's see. So yeah, we've had more candidates asking, is it a fine dining or a specialty restaurant? But I'm sure, Nicole, you said that there's a great
Yes.
variety of restaurants.
Yeah, I can reiterate. So we have our Del Mar, which is fine dining. It's our largest restaurant as well. We host a lot of private events, which if you're front of the house, you would be involved in. Those are amazing. And that is our Spanish inspired cuisine. And then we have Fiola Mare, which is our Mediterranean inspired menu. And then Fiola, again, it's Italian. It's very, very fine dining. That's our Michelin star.
Yes, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure all
Yeah.
of our candidates will like to hear that you've got a great variety and also a great variety of experience to provide them with. So I think now a lot of the other questions are basically regarding how they can apply. So with Placement International, we've actually got very exciting news that we've got a upcoming career fair with Fabio Trabocchi Restaurants, which is,
Excellent. So I've heard.
yes,
Yes.
on the 3rd, 4th and 5th of November.
Okay.
Yes,
Great.
so that will be this week coming up. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And you were
Okay.
saying about Vinicius, I believe Vinicius is taking part in the interviews. So
Yes.
that'll be really great for our candidates. So in terms of how to apply, if you want to come to us at Placement International, you will find in the link in our bio, you can apply directly on the website, or you can actually send a copy of your CV to the email info@placement-int.com and register your interest with us. And in that sense, you'll be able to get in on the career fair and have an opportunity to speak to this fantastic restaurant. So that's everything from me. Do
Yeah.
you have anything else you'd like to say, Nicole, or
I would
just
just love to encourage applying and joining the job fair. That's a great opportunity for folks to apply at that time. But we would love to, see who else is interested in coming and joining our team for a year. It's probably going to be 2023, I would have guessed, by the time we get visa approved. So that's the perfect timing for us, honestly. As we open up our other restaurants, we are going to be shifting some of our folks to those restaurants for some time. So there are going to be lots of opportunity and openings.
Fantastic. Well, it's really great to have you here today with us, and it was great to hear your opinion. Coming from working with the restaurants, it was great to speak to you and learn a
You
little
as
bit
well.
more.
You as well. And we'd love to have them in DC, nation's capital. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, guys, you heard it here first. If you want to get involved with this fantastic restaurant group, please don't hesitate to contact us with your CV to info@placement-int.com, and we'll make sure to help you achieve your dreams. So that's everything from me. Thank you all so much for joining, and thank you so much again, Nicole, for joining us as well.
Anytime. Love to do it again.
Perfect. Well, have a lovely
Right.
day, and I
You
hope all of
too.
our candidates as well have a great day.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your
Bye,
day.
everyone. See
Bye,
you later.
everyone. Thanks, Jenna.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. See you later.
Thank you. Bye.